was most impressive about the stretch of Wheaton women's track and field in that era is how many elite athletes were on those teams. And in my experience, and Coach Spence can tell me if I'm wrong or not, but I think when you look at a lot of the top teams in the country, there's really one elite athlete, and they surround them with a lot of above average athletes that can help pick each other up. This era was just littered with depth of elite athletes. And you had Angela, you had Shonda Williams, who was mentioned earlier. And then in the fall of 1997, a young woman from Baltimore, Maryland showed up named Tenille Johnson, who was also elite. And I think when you put them all together, you'll see the results. And as a team, Tenille's worst finish was 3rd place in the entire country outdoor track and field. So outside of that, there were 3 runner-up finishes and 4 national championship rings. She gets the sport. 21 times Tenille was an All-American. 3 times she was a national champion. And the events that she had all these accolades in, 100 meters, 400 meters, 4x1 relay, 4x4 relay, 55 hurdles, 100 hurdles, 400 hurdles. Nobody missing. And that's 7 different events. And she was named the 2001 UMAC Women's Athlete of the Year in track and field. She was calm, she was steady, she was consistent. I don't think I ever saw her any more excited or disappointed when I would see her around campus. Which was really helpful because she was an RA on the 4th floor of Everett Short, which was the only all-male floor in the entire campus. And there were some maniacs on that floor. And I'm looking at you, Ryan Parker, because you live like it. And Tenille was the RA. And no one messed with Tenille. And she didn't have to get mad at her. I mean, she was Tenille. She was unbelievable. But that level of dominance she had, I think she was able to do that just because of that steady demeanor. And I think a way to really look at that is, let's talk about the first national championship that Wheaton ever won. And that's a story, and a lot of you know it. Some of you have seen the video. But in short, Wheaton was leading by 3 points. They needed to beat one of the Wisconsin schools in the relay to win the national championship. And in that relay, in the first leg, the baton got dropped around the final turn of the 400. Long story short, Wheaton came back, finished 2nd, won the national championship. Tenille was replacing Angela Mullins in that relay, and she was the first leg of that relay. So Tenille didn't drop the baton, let's be honest. It got knocked out of her hand. At least that's what the video says, and I'm going to go with that. Right? But I think what people talk about is that comeback and Dee Dee's final leg. But I think if you watch the video, Tenille never stopped. She never hesitated. She never panicked. She literally... And I watched it multiple times to make sure I tell the story. She literally just turned around, got the baton, came back on, finished her leg, handed it off. And if she doesn't do that, they don't come back and win that relay and win the national championship. And that speaks to the level of consistency and perseverance of Tenille Johnson. I talked about the cult earlier, but Tenille also was involved on campus. She's a member of Black Student Association. She was in the gospel choir, and she put up with Ryan Parker and the rest of the maniacs on the 4th floor of Everett as an RA. So it is my distinct pleasure to present to you from the class of 2001 Wheaton College Athletics Yowell Hall of Fame inductee, Tenille Johnson.
Easier for me to run 400 hurdles and stand here in front of you guys and give a speech. So there goes nothing. I just want to say that I am overwhelmed with gratitude to be inducted to the Yowell Hall of Fame. I'm honored for the recognition of my accomplishments made here during my time here at Wheaton, which is still to this day one of my most valuable experiences. These accomplishments would not have been possible without the support of my village through my athletic and academic career. Starting with the selflessness of my mom, who was a single parent, raising my siblings and I in Baltimore's inner city. She instilled in me my faith in God, strength, and resilience that provided me the foundation I needed to get through life's challenges. And let me tell you, there have been some tough ones. Tried having a cartwheel competition at 40 with a 5-year-old. Not a good idea. Not easy. Also, my high school coaches, who not only value my athletic abilities, but genuinely want me to succeed in life, and went above and beyond their role as coaches to ensure that I reach my full potential. Reflecting back to the start of my athletic career here, under the leadership of Coach Souza, my teammates and I set out to win the first national championship in school history, along with, as Coach Souza would say, winning anything that's not nailed down. But even with the amazing talent our team encompassed, this was not an easy task. I faced challenges both on and off the track, cried tears of joy and pain, but giving up was never an option. I faced these challenges with support from my teammates, coaches, Wheaton faculty, and resilience learned from my mother. Their support is what fueled me to continue with the fight I needed to continue the fight I needed to contribute to my team's success as well as my own. Similar to putting on a performance, there's so much that goes on, so much more that goes on the day of the competition than what spectators see. There's so much that goes on backstage before a show. And although the audience may see 20 dancers on stage, there's usually an army of people behind stage working to ensure a successful show. And let me tell you, now that I have some experience as a dance mom, it's not easy. It's like trying to land a plane in the middle of Times Square every 3 minutes. So needless to say, I had an army. I'm proud of what I accomplished during my time here. But I didn't leave Wheaton with just a degree or with my championship trophies. I took with me an understanding of what it meant to be a member of a community that empowers everyone to reach their full potential. I understand and have experienced firsthand the impact we can have on someone's life by just giving a little of ourselves. I take this and other lessons learned during my time here and apply them in my roles as coach, human service provider, mentor, parent, and citizen. And I will always be a proud Wheaton Lion.